Hello, it's Karen here, Kazina, and I'm just going to do a quick pickups video. Well, I'm going to try and make it quick. Oh, that's lovely. Yeah, so yeah, I seem to have picked up a fair bit since I did my last video, so I'm just going to show you what I've picked up. It's all come from either eBay, shops or charity shops, so I've kind of misorganisation head. I've kind of got them all in order here, so some of them are really good pickups, I think, and others are just average, and some of them are a bit, but yeah, without any further ado, I'm just going to show you what I've picked up. And I think I'm going to start with my local cash converters. I went in there the other day and I picked up, I've had quite a PSP bonanza at the moment. I seem to have found loads of PSP stuff, games, film, in various places, and I've already got quite a lot of PSP games, but I show you the ones I picked up in cash converters. They're nothing special really. I paid $1.99 for this, and I got the King Kong game of the film, the official game of the movie. It's all there. I kind of put it in for 5 minutes really, to have a little, because I like to try, just make sure it works. It looks alright. The camera work on this is a bit rubbish, so I'm not sure how well I'm going to get on with this game, but that's King Kong, $1.99. I also picked this one up for $2.49, called Hot Pixel, and it's got 200 mini games. I think it's meant to be a bit of a Wario Land rip-off ish. I've had a little go at this, and I didn't really like it. What I played so far, kind of stupid, but I didn't maybe give it long enough. I only played it for about 20 minutes and I wasn't that impressed, but I will give it another go. As I said, another one I paid $2.49 for is funny name, Kazook, and this has got 30 mini games on it, and what I've played of this, I don't mind. It's nothing like Hot Pixel. Never heard of that actually, Kazook. It's probably nothing special. Oh yeah, they've all got their manual. The other one's got a manual. And I also paid $1.49 for the film Legend of Zorro, because it's got Catherine Zeta-Jones in. I can't help it, I love her. Oh god, did you ever see that sketch that Dawn French did of Catherine Zeta-Jones? It's very funny, you should Google it. So anyway, I digress. And next one is GameStop, and I got these all in Epsom in GameStop, and again I've got a couple of PSP games. The first one I got is World Snooker Challenge, $1.98. Don't mind a bit of snooker on the old consoles. I loved, was it Archer McLean? The one with the balls that used to pull faces at you if you took too long to take a shot. I loved it from then really, you know, playing pool or snooker on a console, so yeah, quite pleased to have that. It plays alright as well. And then I paid $4.98 for this. Really pleased to get this, because my favourite game on the PSP to date, the one that I played to death, was Everybody's Golf, and now I've got Everybody's Golf 2, and lo and behold, this has been on my PSP kind of permanently since I picked it up. I think it was a week ago, just over a week ago, and I've got quite far in it already. So yeah, Everybody's Golf 2, it's brilliant. Very pleased to find that, and I didn't mind paying $4.98 for that. I think I would have paid a tenner for it, that's how much I love that game. And then I got a few 49p jobs. The first one is called Shadow Man Second Coming. never played Shadow Man, the first one. I didn't even play Shadow Man on the Dreamcast, to be honest. It never really appealed to me. But then, me being me, seeing something for 49p, I think, oh, I'll have that. I've had a go on it and it's alright. That's about all I can say about that. Then I've got this, and I don't know whether you pronounce this Lumines or do you say Lumines, which sounds a lot posher, doesn't it? Oh, I'm going to have a game of Lumines. No, it's Lumines, love. Lumines Plus. And I don't think I've got this anymore on the PSP, but I did used to have it and I quite enjoyed it, and I thought 49p, nice little puzzle game, give it a go. And then I picked this up and it looks real kiddie, and I think it's Shamu, not Seamus. It looks like Seamus, doesn't it? But it's actually Shamu's Deep Sea Adventure, and I've had a little go at this, and the disc, even though there's near a mark on it, it seems a bit glitchy. It's kind of, it does work, but it kind of stutters a bit here and there. So it's quite nice and colourful, and not much, you know, don't do much, swim around, knock things over with your tail and headbutt things. That's as far as I got in that, but it seems alright. But I don't know, maybe the disc is a bit damaged, but I can't see anything on it. And I got this one too, Splashdown, and this is really good. 49p, man. Splashdown is really, really good fun. You just get into one of these speed, what's it? What do you call them things? Power jet things? It's not a jet ski, is it? I don't know. I don't know what you call these things. Anyway, you get on one of them and you just drive like a bugger, and it's really fun, and you go up in the air and you can do tricks. A bit like Pure, but you know, not exactly like Pure because it's in water, isn't it? And that's on the Xbox 360. Yeah, but you know what I mean, you can do stunts, and yeah, it's wicked, I have to say. 49p. If I see Splashdown 2 now, I'm gonna pick that up. And I also got a few games from CEX. Actually, and tell a lie, one more from GameStop. El Shaddai, $3.98, and that was in GameStop, not CEX. CEX actually are still selling this for £8, where the one in Wimbledon is. Yeah, I haven't actually played this. There was a bit of a sort of, when it came out, everyone's going, ooh, what's all that about? And people were really kind of ramped to get it, and then I never really heard anything good about it, so maybe that's why it's dropped to $3.98, because it's probably like, looks good but plays like a brick. So but it does look very stylish from the cover, and I've not even played the demo of it, so I have no idea, and it's not gone in, so I can't comment on that one. And then back to the old CEX in Wimbledon, I picked up SSX on tour, £3, which again, I was delighted to get that because the PS2 version is my favourite version of the SSX games, and I really do enjoy playing that on the PS2, so pleased to have it for the PSP. And for £4 I got myself Final Fantasy IV, the complete collection and the After Years. Big mouthful. And it looks quite lush, I have to say, on the PSP. You know, it's a Essentials collection one, but I don't mind. And it looks good. Oh yeah, all these have got manuals. I don't think I'm missing any manuals actually in anything. So, and then I paid £12 for this Binary Domain, and God, it feels like this only came out like a couple of months ago. And it's dropped right down to £12. I mean, maybe the market is just saturated with first and third person shooters, and well, anyway, I played the demo of this and I liked it so much I played the demo again, and I thought, this is a really good game. I really liked it, and I'm not a huge shoot 'em up fan. It's a third person shooter, but I put this in the other day, and about 4 hours later I was still playing it. And basically the the world has collapsed. It's set in the future, of course, and the world's collapsed and there's been natural disasters and sort of I think 80 or 90% of the population has submerged underwater. Well, the population, all the buildings and everything's all underwater, and all the people that are kind of well-to-do live above ground, and all the poor chavvies have to live underground. And they've got this company called Bergen in America. It sounds German, doesn't it, Bergen? I'm waffling, but anyway, because I like it so much, I really like this. They built robots to help rebuild the world, but the robots are kind of taking over and fighting. And then there's also this thing called a hollow child, and it means some poor old sod thinks he's human, living his life, going along whistling away in the world, and suddenly someone finds out he's a robot underneath his supposedly human skin, and he's not too happy about it. So, and they don't know how many of these hollow children are around. Well, I've got to about chapter 3 in this, and the chapters are really long. I was playing this for about an hour and a half before it actually got to chapter 1. It had a big sort of like introduction, and then I played chapter 1, chapter 2, and I've just only got to chapter 3 and started it. But it's a really good shooter. There's nothing much to it. You shoot things. There's 5 of you in the squad, 6 of you. Yeah, there's Bo and Dan, then there's Faye, the bird with the short hair, Rachel, and there's Charlie. Yes, 5. There's 5, and you can select your squad. But yeah, I'm really liking this. So if you can pick it up cheap, give it a go. And if you hate it, sorry, don't blame me. Don't blame me, but I thought it was really good. And I also got a few games off of eBay. One of them is a game I used to have. I remember I picked it up for 50p in a charity shop, and it didn't have a manual, and I couldn't get the hang of it. So it kind of, I traded it or something. Anyway, I got this off of eBay. I paid, I think, £4 something for it, and it's Killer 7. I haven't seen it out anywhere in the wild, and yeah, Killer 7, it's got the manual, this one, that's why I got it. Manual. It's a bit of a head wreck, isn't it? The controls, I think the game itself is a bit of a head wreck, isn't it? You play all these personalities. It's a great graphics, I have to admit. The graphics are brilliant. But I think the controls, is it deliberate that the controls are such a head wreck? Is it so the whole thing is designed to just wreck your head? It's like a hallucinogenic kind of bad trip. It's like, I really want to love this game. It's not crap, but it's a bloody head wreck from sort of what I've played of it. The controls are just so awful, but yet it looks so lush, and I like the storyline, so I don't know. That's Killer 7 off of eBay, and I got 6 games off of one person, and I took Miss Gamble chops. I took a bit of a gamble because this person uses stock photos and he charges really bizarre prices. But anyway, I thought, oh, sounds interesting. So anyway, the games came, they've all got the manuals, the discs are perfect, they all look brand new, so I'm pleased about that. The first one I paid £3.48. Like I said, they're really weird prices, and that was Activision Anthology, and that has got how many Atari games on it? 45, over 45 Atari games, and they play like the old Atari games. Well, they do to me. So yeah, that's a bit of retro bliss going on there. I also got this Neo Geo Battle Coliseum, and this was £5.21. Yeah, I'm sure it was £5.21, and yeah, it's Neo Geo Battle Coliseum. Lovely little fighter, and worth every penny, I think. This is called Extreme Express, and it's kind of like a driving game, but you're on track, and I think you pay £1.27 for that. All free postage and packaging, by the way, on these. No, so what I'd say is that's what it costs. Yeah, it's like a car on tracks. A car on tracks, a train on tracks, but plays like a car game. It's alright what I played of it. You kind of got to keep control of your train, because I keep falling off the tracks, but then that's the story of my life. I paid, was it $2.48 for this? Disney Golf. Now I love it. Loves me a golf game, does me. As you know, I do like me golf games. This is all right. You can play as Donald and Pluto and all them people, but you can't. It's me again. I had a bit of a battery stoppage moment then. I was just bleating on about the Disney game, saying what I think I was saying what characters you can play at and play as, and what it plays like. You can't play, from what I can tell, as Mickey Mouse. He seems to be like your caddy or coach, and yeah, Mickey Mouse is really irritating in this. You kind of want to punch his little mouse features. Do you know what I mean? He says really, my cats are making noise in there. Shut up! Shut up, you little sod! Anyway, what's wrong with me at the moment? Anyway, it plays alright. The angle's a bit funny. When you first hit the ball, it's like you're kind of not sort of straight on, you're kind of sort of at a tilt when you're hitting the ball. But it operates on the same basis as like a lot of the golf games. The swing meter goes up and you've got to time it right to hit it properly, and it's a little bit more, I found it a tad more difficult than, say, some golf games I've played, and it feels a little bit clunky, to be honest. Something a bit clunky about it, and Mickey Mouse is annoying and he keeps repeating the same thing and you really want to hit him. But it's Disney and it's golf, so it's sweet, isn't it? I picked this up as well, and I think I bought a lemon in me batch, and I paid $1.31 for this, and it's called It Came From the Skies, and I bought it purely because it was called It Came From the Skies, and I love all that kind of UFO X-Files stuff. You know, I really dig it, man, as they say. I know I do. I really like that sort of stuff, and so that's why I bought it. And it kind of plays like a really bad flight sim, and I'm not very good at flight sims, really. So I haven't really achieved anything in this game, and it's just going to sit on my shelf now and look pretty until someone comes around who can play it. And the last one I got off of eBay was Metal Slug 4, and I paid £4.24 for that, for the Xbox, and delighted to have it, because I've got Metal Slug 3 and I've got the other versions on emulation on my original Xbox. Excuse me. So I do like Metal Slug. I'm not particularly outstanding at it, but it's one of those run and gun games that I always like to give another go, and I have had a nice little go on this, and it's just as fun as it ever was. And now I think I'm going to go to the charity stuff, and it's in no particular order. I picked up a PSP game, and I don't think I got a bargain really. It's Driver 76. I paid £3, and I'll probably see it somewhere for $1.98 or something, but I was in the shop and I saw it and I thought I'll have it, and it's still relatively cheap, isn't it? So that was Driver 76. I paid $2.50 for this in another charity shop, and it's Secret Agent Clank. I had a little go at this, and it's quite good fun what I played, and kind of go around knocking things, not beating things up really, and collecting nuts and bolts and stuff like that. I found this DS game for £3. Zoo Tycoon. I'm actually going to give this to my niece, because she loves her DS, and she likes animals, so she'll probably have quite a bit of fun with that. I paid, I think it was $1.50, Jet Rider, and this game, Jet Rider, does not play like Splashdown. I know it's a PS1 game, but the way Splashdown looks really good on the television, on my LCD television. This does not look good on an LCD television. It's really garish, and it's actually quite hard to play it because it's so blocky and garish, and you're on your little jet ski thingy bob, and I keep bumping into things, and I know I'm not the best player in the world, but it's actually really hard to see what you're doing. I think this game would probably benefit from being played on the old television. I do have one in here, actually. It's underneath this camera so you can't see it. I might give it a go and see if it plays any better, because it just doesn't look very good. Not saying it's a bad game, but it looks really bad on big screen. I paid £2.49 for this, which is quite dear in a charity shop. It's All-Star Tennis, which isn't that good. But when I opened it, it had, not only had it All-Star Tennis, it's got the old Manuela there. Not only has it got All-Star Tennis, it came with Tennis Arena, which is that good. So it was kind of like, oh no, touch. Do you know what I mean? So I was quite pleased about that, because All-Star Tennis, I like tennis games as well. Doesn't play very well, but Tennis Arena plays nicely. Soviet Strike, I think it was 50p from another charity shop, and I'm sure you know, everyone knows about that, don't they? Soviet Strike, wasn't it? Desert Strike, Jungle Strike, whatever. Well, this is Soviet Strike, and that was my bad attempt at Russian, and it plays really well. And it looks nice enough on my big telly. Yeah, it's really good fun. You know, probably played this on the Mega Drive, Amiga, whatever. So it's a recommended game. I also found this for £1.99, Star Wars Bounty Hunter. I only played a little bit of this. You play as Jenga Fett, is it? Jenga? That's a name, isn't it? Is that the name of that thing where you pull the bricks? Things down and it collapses. Jenga. Oh, Django. What a twat, really. Yeah, I know my Star Wars, I do. I own all the films. Yeah, you lying cow. Jenga Fett, right? he's a fearless bounty hunter. That's why he's not called Jenga. That was a bit of faux pas, wasn't it? Anyway, it don't play too bad. Honestly, I'm such a wally. I also paid £1.99 for this, Hard Hitter 2, and this is a nice tennis game as well. It's kind of like sort of poor man's-ish virtual tennis, but it looks really, you know, it looks real pretty, and it's quite responsive, the controls. You know, it's not the worst iteration of tennis on a console by any stretch of the imagination. It's actually okay. And the last, well, it's not the last one, but I've got a few bits there. But the last PS2 game from a charity shop is called The Shadow of Zorro. I probably bought this because for some reason I thought Catherine Zeta-Jones would be in it. Don't be silly, Karen. It ain't even got like the licensed characters on the front or anything. So no, it doesn't have Antonio in it, and it doesn't have Catherine Zeta-Jones, and it plays like a brick, and it doesn't look that good, and it's basically rubbish. So don't buy it, but I did because I'm a mug. So that's all I'm going to say about Zorro. And then I had a nice little find now. These I found all in one charity shop in Banstead. And I think I've done quite well. I found three Game Boy Advance games. The first one I found, now I paid £4 each, which isn't like bargain, do you know what I mean? £4 a bit sort of steep, really, isn't it, for a charity shop? But saying that, if I was to buy them off eBay, I'd pay more than £4, so it is a bargain, isn't it? but you know, charity shops are getting a bit naughty, I must admit. You know, it's like, oi, Mrs, charge a bit less, will you? You know what I mean? They all came with their manual and the box, the original box. However, they didn't. None of them have got their insert in the box. I've quickly tried them on my Game Boy Micro, and they all play. The first one I've got, I've just taken everything out, I don't know why, is a Star Wars, the Lego game, Star Wars the video game, and it looks really good. The box is in quite nice condition. The manual looks like it's never been read, and it looks really nice on the old Micro, I have to say. So pretty pleased to have that, have some fun with that. And then I found another one, Star Wars 2, the original trilogy, and in this one you can play classic Star Wars moments, and you can play up to as 35 different characters, and you can fight in the Star Wars vehicles. So that's kind of that sounds brilliant, doesn't it? So yeah, I paid £4 for that, and again it's got the manual, but it hasn't got the insert in it, but no complaining, because you know, I'm sure I would pay more on eBay. And the last one I got, and I think it's a really good find, but I don't know. Some people say that they have dodgy copies of these, but I wouldn't know what a dodgy copy of this was if it jumped up and bit me. But I found this for £4, and it's the box is a little bit squashed. It's Pokemon Leaf Green, and it comes with the manual. And it comes on, I know they come with on green, don't they, but I have seen black as well. So is that a real copy or a bogus copy? I don't know. I put it in and it looks real lush. £4. I think I've done well. Let me know anyway. And the last game I found, I don't know if this is rare or not. I don't think it's in its original cover, but it has its back, its front, and the manual, and it's called, and it's PAL version, and it's called, I paid £2.50 by the way, and it's called Star Ixiom for the PS1, and it came in a sort of like an almost like a CD case type affair, so it doesn't have the black down the side. I thought maybe it was Japanese version, because I did have a Shufti on eBay, and the Japanese version kind of comes like that, and I thought, oh, maybe I've got the Jap version. It's not, it's PAL, it's English. I had a quick go at it, and it's real epic, the music at the beginning, and they play all this real kind of epic sort of, it's a space fighting game, by the way. You're in a space craft, and you have to go and shoot other spacecrafts, and it starts off with this really rousing music, and then they start singing, and it's like, we will triumph. It sounds really cool. I had a quick little go at this, because I'm not the best at anything that's kind of remotely flight sim. Trust me, I can't even play Crimson Skies properly, and that's like a baby flight sim kind of game. Anything slightly flight simmy, I'm not very good. But the controls are really responsive. You obviously use the diagonal you know, buttons to move it around, and I think you've got to press I think it's the side, one of the buttons. I don't think it's the X to shoot, and yeah, it moves really well, and even I was able to shoot ships. That sounded alright, that could have come out wrong, but yeah, so it's actually a game that I want to put in again and have another go at, which is very unlike me, because as I said, I don't really do very well at this type of game, even though I want to. I don't. But I was shooting them like a good one. So loving the old controls, really responsive. Love the introduction and the music in it. It's really cheesy epic. Star Ixiom, is it rare or isn't it? I don't know, But anyway, I'm quite pleased to find it, and that was £2.50. And that's really about the size of it. Oh yeah, I also found this is completely off topic. It's not a game. I paid £4 for this, but it's a brand new, and I'm not into wrestling, as you know, but my nephew is. I found a wrestling figure, Mr. Perfect, I don't know, Mr. Perfect, Fury Unmatched, box. Don't look like it's ever been out of the box, and I'm sure it would cost you more than £4 if you was to buy it in the shop. And my nephew is coming at the end of the month, and I think he'd be rather delighted, because he does love his wrestling stuff, so that was a bit of a bargain. So yeah, as I said, that's about the size of it. Plenty gaming for me to be doing, and yeah, I've got a few more games coming from eBay from that strange price person because I was quite pleased. As I said, the games that came, they were all in top-notch condition. They looked unused really, and the manuals and everything, so I ordered a few more. So when I've built up another pile, I shall no doubt do another video, but thanks very much for watching. Bye.